I am so hungry. I haven't eaten lunch yet and I am craving a taco salad. I've been making these like couple times a week now because they are so good. Keep watching if you guys want to see a delicious taco salad recipe, and it is easily modified with any ingredients you really want and like. Before I get started with the recipe, I just wanted to remind you guys to give this video a thumbs up if you like it, and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. I do Trader Joe's hauls weekly. I do cooking videos, recipes, different things, all revolving around food. So let's get into the recipe. So the first thing that I'm going to do in this recipe is heat up the two things that need to be heated up, which are the white rice, which is just the Trader Joe's jasmine white rice that is frozen and can be microwaved for 3 minutes. And I'm also going to heat up the black beans as well. So I'm going to go ahead and start heating this up, and while this is heating, I'm going to start chopping all the veggies that I'm using in this recipe. My beans are on the stove behind me cooking, my rice is cooking as well, and so I am going to start with chopping all the lettuce. I love tons of lettuce in my Mexican style salads, so I chop a ton just because I love lettuce. So I'll show you guys how I chop it. I just cut off the ends, and I do have a composter, so all of like my ends and pieces that don't look perfect, I throw in the composter for my vegetable garden. And I'm gonna be doing a veggie garden tour very soon if you guys are interested. I think a few of you guys have asked actually. So here is how I like to cut my lettuce, because I feel like your lettuce is something that really can make your salad really good or make it not so good. I like a fine chop because I feel like you can take bites easier, and for some reason it's just better. So I always take the long romaine heart and I'll cut down the long side once, and then I'll flip it and then cut it down the long side again. And then I just do tiny little cuts, so they're really thin, and they just become these like fine little chopped pieces, which I love. So the next step is to grab yourself a salad spinner. If you don't have one, I highly recommend getting one because they are awesome and lifesavers. And if you eat as much salad as I do, which is usually once a day, I use this salad spinner all the time. So if you guys are curious, this one is OXO, I think. If I find it, I'll link it down below for you guys if you're interested in this one. I love it because it's so big, and the basket comes out, and it's just like, you can spin a ton of salad in it. That's why I like it. And then I'm gonna do another one because I'm actually making Tim a salad too right now. I'm gonna go ahead and check on my beans. They are simmering in the back. With these canned black beans, I like to rinse them out of the can, and then I'll add just a little bit of water into the pan so that way they don't get caked on the bottom, because they tend to do that. So when the water starts to evaporate, I will turn it off because I feel like that's when it's pretty much ready. So now I'm gonna go ahead and rinse all my lettuce, start spinning that, and then cut up my tomato, my white onion, and my avocado. Okay, so my salad's spinning. I rinsed everything off. Now I'm gonna cut my tomato. I like to dice it kind of fine because it's just kind of all getting mixed together. So I feel like when you have too big of chunks of something, then that's kind of like the only taste you're getting. So I like to just do small little chunks. So I always clean out the insides of my tomatoes. Otherwise, I found that it just kind of makes everything way too wet. Now I'm gonna cut my white onion. This white onion has seen better days. I like having really finely diced onions, so I'm gonna just dice it up real quick. And the last thing I'm cutting up is an avocado. This is a huge avocado from Costco, and if it was just me, I'd probably do half. I love avocado. It really gives it like a creamy flavor, and it's a healthy fat, so I don't feel like guilty eating avocado, and I love it so much. So I just like to just do kind of a larger square in this, and that's only because I know I just got done saying I don't like big chunks because then it takes over. That's only because if you do it too small, it turns into like guacamole. It gets all smushed. And I do like having some of those cubes like in the salad so I can actually get like a chunk to eat. So when I mix it together, the cubes tend to get a little smaller. Okay, so now that all of our ingredients are ready, we're gonna combine it and put it into our bowl for our taco salad. So I have my beans here, my bowl, and my rice here. Tim's bowl here. I always put rice on the bottom first. So I do just about half of the bag in each. This is a big salad, by the way. This isn't like for someone that's not very hungry. So I do the rice first. Sometimes if I have the ingredients, I love to squeeze some lime in the rice and add a little bit of cilantro. I don't have lime today and I don't have cilantro, so I'm just doing a very basic. But if I had planned this for like a dinner or something, I tend to like jazz up the rice a little bit, add a little salt, a little pepper, just give it more flavor, and actually probably should add salt and pepper. So I am gonna add a little salt and pepper to the rice because that is something that does help with the flavor. Just a little bit, not too much. And then we're gonna go ahead and add our beans. So I will do usually half a can of beans in here as well. And guys, this is a really good source of protein if you're vegetarian or if you just don't eat enough protein. Like black beans have a lot. Now what I like to do is add the sauces, just one small layer first because I'm gonna add more sauce on the top. But I have been loving, this is actually my second bottle of the jalapeno sauce, and this stuff is amazing. It makes everything taste so good. So I like to just drizzle a little bit on my rice and beans, and then I will do a lot on Tim's because he really likes this stuff and it's spicy and it's just like one of his favorites. So that's the next step. Then I actually add my cheese. I like to add my cheese so it can kind of get a little melty, but not too melty. I haven't been buying shredded cheese, but I had this for a casserole that I made, and I'm just finishing it off now. But any shredded cheese will do. Mexican style probably is a sure bet. Now I'm going to be adding my lettuce. So I am just gonna go ahead and take like a couple handfuls in each one. Like I said, I love lettuce, so I just load it up. It's like one of my favorite parts of salad is the lettuce. So now we have our lettuce, and the last final steps are to add our tomato, then our onion, and then we're gonna add our avocado on top. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get my avocado in here. And then I'm just gonna go ahead and dress it. So I love this cilantro salad dressing from Trader Joe's. It's really good. It's very thin, so don't have just make sure your hands are steady, because if you go like that, the whole thing will go out. But I love this dressing. It has a really good flavor, and it just kind of, it's like one of those things that just makes the salad so much better. I did want to mention, if you guys are making this, obviously, I don't even have to say this, but you can add corn to it, you can add sour cream, you can add really anything that you like in your taco salad. There's so many things, grilled bell peppers, grilled peppers and onions. Like, it's obviously very easy to adjust and make your own depending on like what your flavors are, what you really like. That's what I love about this salad, because I will have things that I need to use up and I'm like, these are perfect because you can just throw it all in here and it's good to go. I really like to add some type of protein on top of the beans, like some grilled chicken, obviously not real. I have a lot of meat alternatives that I like to do, but grilled chicken strips are really good on here. And if you guys are meat eaters, you can do like barbecue chicken or whatever type of protein you like, but you don't really need it. The rice and beans in there makes it very hearty meal. Let's go ahead and toss this up and I'll show you guys what it looks like all said and done. All right guys, I'm ready to try it on camera to show you guys how delicious it is. This is kind of a big bite, but it's hard not to take a big bite because there's too many things in this salad. That is so good. I absolutely love the freshness that the cilantro dressing gives this dish. And I also like that the beans and the rice are a little bit warm still. It just really is a delicious combo. So I'm gonna sit down and enjoy my meal. I hope you guys like this. Give me any tips or tricks that you guys use to make your Mexican salads down below. I love reading your comments when you guys are like, hey, try this, or maybe do this next time. Like, all those things are so helpful, and I really appreciate you guys when you tell me things that have worked for you in the past. Yeah, so thank you guys again. Make sure to give this video a thumbs up, subscribe to my channel, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye.